Hi, my name is Dr. Bao Li, CEO and founder of Hemco. I want to invite you to my home today to share with you my journey and how CBG and CBD helped my son. It all started when my son was diagnosed to be on the autistic spectrum at age about 2.5 years old. Around 3 years of age, Andrew suffered his first grand mal seizure. I think we were at the dinner table and he just fell over, had a full-blown seizure. Called 911. Ambulance came, took him to the hospital. He saw a neurologist, start a series of EEG tests to see what was the trigger causing seizures to our son. That went on for a full year. And throughout that year, he was on anti-seizure medicines, and every time he had a grand mal seizure, we were fearful that he would hurt his head or land on his head. And then it went to heavy anti-seizure medicine that caused him to have side effects, and the side effects were anger and depression. That goes on for about 3 years. He developed a lot of night terrors. He would wake up yelling and screaming and not really being conscious, and then sometimes it elicited a seizure. I started looking into alternative treatments. Someone told me that CBD oil will help with seizures for kids. So I started looking to see what I can find. Gather as much information as I could. I felt comfortable to buy the CBD in the oil form and come home and start making tinctures or drops. But as I was learning, there was not a lot of information out there, so I had to basically just try a little bit of dosing to my son and finding out how to, slow down his hypersensitivity to his brain, and start giving it to him at night, tracking everything comfortably, making sure that it wasn't causing him to be overly medicated in the sense of euphoric, but more in tune to just sleeping and having a restful sleep. About 6 weeks into giving him micro doses in very small amounts of CBD oil, quickly found out that it wasn't working, and I couldn't figure out why. And then pretty soon I increased the dose to the point where when I tried it myself, it was making me a little sleepy, a little relaxed. So then when I increased the dosing and twice a day, so it's always in the system, figured out that it was a Wednesday night where he normally would wake up at 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning with a night terror and then into a seizure. He slept through the point where he'd wake up at 3 o'clock. So I was like, wow, he's not waking up yet. Then about 4 o'clock, he was still restfully sleeping. So about 5 o'clock, he woke up. And that was probably the first day in a very long time that I saw him kind of just relax, not having a night terror, not having a seizure. So that was a big milestone for us. A week went by and I realized pretty quickly that it was working. Still having seizures during the day, but the nighttime rest was significantly better. A week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, and at this time, about a month where his routine changed for the better. We got more sleep at night, which was great too. And seeing my son a little bit more alert, his communication got better. And the most important thing to me was just having a restful sleep. We slowly lessened the other type of medication that he was on. And then slowly, about 1.5 years or so, we weaned him off of all pharmaceutical medicine. And since then till now, he's 100% on plant medicine and CBD oil. Starting in early 2019, I noticed that Andrew had to take a lot more CBD to keep his levels. And when you do that, you actually get a lot more relaxed and more sleepy. So when I was in Oregon doing some development and research there, I found CBG. So once I started mixing CBG with CBD together, oil, I've noticed a better effect with Andrew, him not being so sleepy and lethargic, having high doses of CBD. This is Andrew Lee. Say hi, Andrew.
Hey guys.
So Andrew's been on CBD for about 7 years. And I think that the biggest thing that I've noticed about him is before, he was nonverbal. He would always get upset very easily.
Yes.
And he never liked to get a haircut.
What do you mean? I never get a haircut before.
Yeah, so now, and his seizures stopped. So for now, you got scared when you got seizures, remember?
No, I never take a food salad last time.
No? Okay. So having CBD a part of his life has really helped him with things like bright lights, loud noises, and he's able to communicate a lot more because now, instead of his brain being overloaded with sensory, he can learn a lot. And he's doing good in school. He's able to take a shower by himself.
Yeah, well, say.
Yeah. And then now he's not scared of getting haircuts anymore. So believe me when I say that when he's on CBD, he's definitely more grounded. He's funny. He likes to crack jokes, and it's really helped us help him to go through what he needs to go through when he's developing and learning. So the journey's been amazing with him being on CBD. Give me a high five. Thank you. Andrew would, come home, open up his computer, and start doing homework. So, 7 years ago, I never would have imagined that he'd be at this developmental stage, especially being nonverbal, having seizures, having night terrors, and it's just been night and day that he can now focus on other things like tactile, long-term memory, speech, cognitive, learning lesson plans. Andrew's routine while we're in the bathroom is at night, that's part of his routine, right? He brushes his teeth, he takes a shower, and he eats his gummy. So go ahead and eat your gummy, Andrew. Put him out. Awesome. So listen, it took us a long time to get him to do that because autistic children are very sensitive to what you eat and what they like to eat and what they don't like to eat. For us to make a gummy that he eats readily and without any hassle or fighting is a huge milestone. So that's why we developed our gummies to help him. Thinking back, I couldn't imagine his life without CBD right now. It allows me to do what I do. It allows my wife to go back to work. And our oldest son, his brother, is a year older. He doesn't have to worry about his little brother so much. Thank you for your time, and I hope that I have shared more of an intimate piece for me to bring to you as a viewer, and hopefully whether plant-based medicine or any other ability to help autistic children just get through the day a little bit better and not be so high anxiety or unable to control their hypersensitivity and not be able to communicate correctly with us. So again, my name is Dr. Bao Li, and thank you for your time.